Even soldiers who are going for battle, even with the possibility of not returning, they go singing. So we are going to go through this with the morale. So our leaders, the chairman, the former leader of opposition, Honorable Wafula Obutu, colleagues, Honorable Kajinda, Secretary General, and all of you members and promoters of PFF. I salute you in the name of the Almighty God. This briefing will touch on a number of issues afflicting the country. I'll start with the registration of PFF to notify all promoters on whose behalf this registration has been pursued that now the application to register your party has been gazetted. Remember where we started from? August, reserving the name, color, symbol, and slogan. Eventually, what happened there, you all know. But coming to November 19th, when the Electoral Commission now issued us with the forms to correct signatures, actually it happened earlier, but on November 29th is when we submitted the signatures and the Constitution. Since then, you're all aware, we've been knocking at the doors of the Electoral Commission, asking them to speed up the process, because you can't take all the time that there is, especially when you have announced a program. So we are reminding the Electoral Commission the obvious, that you are the one who have issued the program. If the law provides for a number of days, you don't have to exhaust all of them. So the application, as I earlier said, was gazetted on Friday, May 16th, and a 14 days notice was issued for those who have issues. Only 11 days are remaining. But because of the ongoing preparations for the next or forthcoming general elections, we want to ask the Electoral Commission to be mindful of its own processes. As I said earlier, where the law requires that you do this within 21 days, the law doesn't tell you that you don't do it in 1 hour. It only provides you a frame. So people at the Electoral Commission should be mindful. If they tell you the application should be in Gazette and for people to register issues within 21 days, you can tell them to come. Because the law was made before communication in Uganda and the whole world improved. This Gazette has been discussed by the country and the world within the hours of its issuance. So the Electoral Commission should not spend more time. In fact, they should be inviting us to go and pick the certificate tomorrow. Because the law was made before social media, before this. Now you can invite people to discuss something, and within hours you receive a response. So you, Electoral Commission, do not waste any more time, because we are time bad. And to all of you, PFF promoters, members, and supporters, as we advised you on Monday last week, those of you who intend to participate in the next elections, Honorable Mike Kabaziguruka and his election team are waiting for you to pick nomination forms. They will also be issuing and sending these nomination forms to our respective districts. As I said, because communication has improved, you don't have to walk from Chiriandongo to Kampala to pick the form. So they will be electronically sent to you. And then the guidelines, as he said, guidelines of processing these forms. The second point, Dr. Besigye tomorrow makes 6 months in prison. Tomorrow, 20th of May. Dr. Besigye, our leader and chief promoter, freedom fighter, was remanded by the Kangaroo Tribunal, calling itself a military court by then, to Luzira prison on November 20th. It will be exactly 6 months tomorrow, Tuesday, May 20th, since he was remanded. Under the Constitution, it is mandatory for suspects to benefit from what they call mandatory bail when they clock 6 months in prison. And because all of you are aware that Dr. Besigye has committed no crime, his crime is wanting Museveni to end his life presidency. They should release him unconditionally tomorrow morning. Please also take note that Dr. Besigye will be appearing before the Nakawa Court Magistrate on Wednesday. We hope this appearance he will be making it from his home, because he makes 6 months in prison tomorrow. Our expectation is that the Constitution will be followed, Dr. Besigye will be free, but he will still need to report to Nakawa Court on 21st. I invite all of you to be in Nakawa, because Besigye has committed no crime. He is being persecuted because he continues to fight for a free Uganda. That's the crime he has committed. And it is us who will enjoy freedom when eventually it comes. So I invite all of you to be in Nakawa on Wednesday morning to follow the proceedings in the Nakawa court. The Museveni Muhoozi junta, Muhoozi keeps reminding us that they are Tutsi, that they will harass everybody to know, those of you who didn't know that they are Tutsi. So to that Tutsi junta, you need to produce evidence. Can you imagine that for 6 months, they have not produced even one paragraph of evidence against Besigye? Even one paragraph. All that they are saying, and I want you to follow, they filed an application before the magistrate in Nakawa to allow them access Dr. Besigye's phones to begin hunting for evidence. And then you ask them if they are sane. Then why did you arrest him? The Nakawa court ruled in their favor that this application to access Dr. Besigye's phones will be had behind closed door. That they even afraid they can't hear their own matter in public, on whose behalf they claim they persecute Besigye. Our lawyers protested hearing this application behind closed doors and filed an appeal to the High Court. The High Court hasn't decided on this matter. So in Nakawa tomorrow, on Wednesday, Dr. Besigye will be there because he was remanded to prison, but also because Museveni is asking the court to help him find evidence. So we reiterate our demand that Dr. Besigye, Haji Obedi Lutale, and all those who have been arrested for no reason other than politics must be freed. Otherwise, the continuation of persecuting Ugandans will have its own ramifications if Museveni and his son don't know. The Honorable Martha Karua, leading the legal team of Dr. Besigye and Haji Obed, will be in the country. I don't know if they have already arrived. You know, it's increasingly becoming difficult to move in East Africa. You all saw what happened to Honorable Martha Karua in Tanzania, where another opposition leader, Tundu Lissu, is in prison for the same crime, contesting elections. As PFF, we condemn in strongest terms possible the detention and subsequent deportation of Honorable Martha Karua and her team. But since they have been deported, they have told us they will be in Uganda. Guys, you need to clap for them. You are supposed to be arriving, were supposed to be leaving Tanzania for Uganda. Now they were deported to Kenya. But we still hope, and we are in communication with them, they will come here to lead. Because fighting for freedom knows no boundary. I now go to the third issue, which is related to what I have said. As you are aware, the UPDF Amendment Bill, which seeks to introduce kangaroo military courts, will be debated by Parliament tomorrow, Tuesday, at least the order paper, for the first time since I joined the 11th Parliament, nearly a week before. We would like to invite all of you Ugandans to turn up in big numbers at Parliament to watch over your MPs as they debate to either defend or surrender your liberty to military tribunals. All of you, please come to Parliament. It's your institution. We are there on your behalf. So all of you tomorrow, please come to Parliament. The Speaker should put this particular sitting in the compound to facilitate all of you to be present. I, for one, I am mobilizing Chira. I think the people of Chira need to see me as I debate the UPDF Amendment Bill. All for freedom. PFF. PFF. So the rest of the country should come. We are there on your behalf. We are actually your employees. Please come and see us. We transact your business. All of you at Parliament. Of course, obviously, while we expect opposition MPs to turn up and fight this bill, we'd like to warn NRM Mps against passage of this Museveni Muhoozi law. Passing it will be betrayal of the very oath that each MP took. The oath was to uphold and defend the Constitution. One by one, each MP took an oath. Maybe they don't even remember. You know, NRM brought all sorts of people in Parliament, including those who have to constantly be reminded that you are in Parliament, yet they are MPs. You all individually took an oath that you will not only defend but uphold the Constitution. We therefore ask you, the NRM MPs whom Museveni has invited to State House, to take a decision whether you want to be traitors or whether you want to uphold and defend the very Constitution that you took on day one. This also relates to the political parties and organizations amendment bill that is before Parliament. Will be notified. It will also be discussed and passed tomorrow. This particular law is being made to change the formula of facilitating political parties. You know, political parties, the framers of the law said these are public institutions. The public must therefore participate in building them, because we don't know in whose hands we will be tomorrow when this NRM finally has collapsed, and it will. You may wake up one day and you are in the hands of a party that is not prepared. So that's why the framers of the law said we must put aside a fund to build and prepare political parties. Now, the Museveni junta says, no, these parties are receiving money. Now we must put a condition. You can only receive money if you are cooperating with us. That's why they are changing the law. If you are not cooperating with them, even the public funding they want to stop. So you will again, as I issued a call in relation to the UPDF Act, please turn up in big numbers at Parliament. Watch over your MPs as they transact your business. Because these particular bills, according to the order paper, they are the only business Parliament will transact tomorrow. So I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I will briefly translate this. Olwaleero twagala kutegeeza mwenna bannayuganda abaateeka emikono ku biwandiiko ebiwandiisa ekibiina kya PFF okuviira ddala mu Gw'omunaana nga tugamba Electoral Commission etereka erinnya PFF, mu Gw'ekumi we twawaayo emikono egisemba okuwandiisa PFF ne Constitution, nti oluvannyuma lw'akabanga akanene Electoral Commission ekibiina kyaffe yakitadde mu gazeti mu kyapa kya gavumenti. Etteeka ligamba nti era bwe muba mwalabye mu gazeti yeeyisa abantu mu nnaku 14 abalina kye boogera ku PFF. Ebyogerwa ku kibiina bibeera bingi mu Constitution ya Uganda ne mu tteeka erifuga ebibiina. Ensonga ziri nkulu bbiri eziri mu Constitution. Esooka kulaba ekibiina oba kiri national in character, kiwagiddwa abantu abeetoolodde eggwanga lyonna. N'ekyokubiri, Constitution y'ekibiina kulaba nti ejja kuteekawo internal democracy. Ebiseera ebisinga abantu balandukira ku buntu butono, kala gy'osobola n'okukyusa mu ddakiika emu. Omuntu ne waba tayambadde asobola okufuga Uganda, teriyo tteeka limugamba nti abeere mu ssaati. Naye bwe obuntu obutono abantu kwe basinga okumalira ebiseera, kala erinnya ya PFF, ebikulu biri bibiri. Kulaba ng'ekibiina abantu abakisembye kiwandiisa bavudde mu bitundu bya Uganda ebyenjawulo. Ekyo Constitution kyegamba. Ekyokubiri, Constitution gye tuwaddeyo nti eteekawo ekibiina kino kijja kutambulira ku demokarasiya. Naye abantu babateereddewo endowooza nti olina kugenda kwebera ku kala n'obikula n'ogamba nti aya bbulu njeru. Lyere eggwanga awo tulituusizza. Oli tasobola kwambala kala ya kyenvu n'amenyawo Uganda nga bwe mulaba bagikola. Naye babayita ku buntu obutono mujje mukebere kala y'ekibiina. Yes, ensonga enkulu ziri bbiri. Kusoma Constitution y'ekibiina olabe ng'ekibiina kirambise bulungi internal democracy gye kinaasobola okuwa Uganda n'okukebera abakiwandiisa oba bavudde mu bitundu bya Uganda. Bino ebeera kiringa nga kuleeta mmere nga bagibiseeko. Baganda baagala nnyo okuwa abantu ekitiibwa babikka ku mmere. Naye kyemulowooza ndi gye batabiseeko tebagirya oba tewooma. Kati babayita mukebere emmere oba mbikeko essowaani. Awo Museveni watuusiza Uganda abantu yabajja ku binene bali ku bitono. Era ogenda n'okuwulira abantu abamu bolowooza nti balina amagezi nga twakebedde kala za PFF. Lyere nti kala kyemudisikasinga. Nsonga ey'okubiri, Dr. Besigye enkyaweza emyezi 6 bukyanga Museveni ne mutabani we bamuwamba ne bamusindika e Luzira ne Ajobedi Lutale. Constitution ya Uganda egamba nti omuntu bw'amala emyezi 6 ng'ali mu nkomyo afuna kye bayita mandatory bail. Kooti eteekwa kumutawonawona we musangira. So tusuubira nti kooti olunaku lw'enkya erina okufulumya ekiwandiiko ekigamba Dr. Besigye agende eka. Eyo gye tumusuubira okuva ku Lwokusatu okudda mu kooti e Nakawa ewali ensonga bbiri. Ensonga esooka, bukyanga Dr. Besigye atwalibwa mu kkomera. Museveni ne mutabani we abaali bagamba nti baagala kumuwozesa mu ddakiika tebaleetangayo yadde layini emu ey'obujulizi. Bwe baatuuka mu kooti e Nakawa ne bagamba nti kooti twagala otukkirize tugende tunyonyogere essimu za Besigye tugyemu obujulizi. Kooti nebakkiriza nga basaba nti bwe tunaaba tunyonyogere essimu za Besigye nga tusaba tuzinyonyogere tugende twekweke mu kisenge eyo gye tujja babuulirira ensonga. Ne tukiwakanya, balooya baffe ne bagenda mu High Court ne bajulira. so ku Lwokusatu tugenda kuddayo mu kooti bagibuulire nti High Court naakusalawo omusango guno era ne remand gye bawa Dr. Besigye ku Lwokusatu lwekoma. Weewuunye Museveni mwamulaba ku TV abantu abakulu tebalimba kaga tulina obujulizi bungi twagala Besigye ono bamuwozese mulekera bagamba nti mugambe nti bamuwozese yadde layini emu ey'obujulizi tebagireetanga baga nti muntu w'okusimuza Besigye muntu batunoonya obujulizi. So mbayita mwenna era mobilizinge bammemba bonna aba PFF ne bannayuganda abalwanirira Freedom. PFF tugende Nakawa kuba Besigye tebamusiba nti azizza omusango wabula bamusiba kulwanirira ddembe lya buli muntu. Fena tugende Nakawa era okuva olwaleero mbakunga mwenna abali ku social media abali mu mawulire buli omu teekako ekifaananyi kya Besigye ng'ojjukiza ensi nti kati amaze emyezi 6 nga Museveni ne mutabani we bamutadde mu kkomera ewatali musango. Abantu ebibatawanya bingi bajjukire. Ku Lwokusatu ffenna tusinkane Nakawa ttiimu ey'abannamateeka ekulembedde okuwolereza Dr. Besigye n'Ajobed ng'ekulirwa minisita yali Justice and Constitutional Affairs e Kenya Honorable Martha Karua yabadde yakuva Tanzania ejje butereevu mu Uganda gye baasibidde mulwanizi w'eddembe omulala Lisu Tindu. Mwenna mwategedde nti Martha Karua baamukwatidde ku kisaawe n'amaani bamuzza mu nnyonyi ne bamuzza e Kenya gye badde bava okujja wano. Twaganye okuvumirira enkola eno temuyinza tugamba nti mwagala twetabe mu nsi emu nga waliwo ensi zemuga nti eyo tojjaayo. Tunaabeera tutya mu East Africa nga tokkiriza abantu kugenda Tanzania. Abatanzania empisa embi eza Museveni baga nti zibanyumira. Kati Museveni akola empisa embi mwenna mumuyigireko buli omu atandike kweyisa bulungi. So Honorable Martha Karua yatugambye ne balooya balina abangi okuva mu Africa wonna tubasuubira baati bannatuuka okubanga batuuka mu Uganda essaawa yonna basobole okugenda okuwolereza Dr. Besigye. Ensonga eyokusatu mwenna nti etteeka erizzaawo kooti ez'ekimpatiira eza Muhoozi ne Museveni UPDF Amendment Bill enkyalo erikomawo mu Parliament era Museveni ayise ababaka b'e NRM bonna agenda abawe ku ssente n'okubagala temunvaamu mugende muyise etteeka lino olwaleero bagenda Ntebe. Twagala kuyita bannayuganda bonna olunaku lw'enkya mwenna mukeere ku Parliament mubeerewo nga Parliament ekubaganya ebirowoozo ku tteeka lino n'etteeka eddala erikyusa ebibiina bwe bifuna ssente okuva mu bajeti ya Uganda. Mwenna mujje bangi ku Parliament wonna. Sipiika tumusaba ateeke emizindaalo ateekeyo ne bu TV buli koona lya Parliament buli omu wanaasobola abatudde munda abatudde ebweru musobole okugoberera Parliament ya Uganda kubanga abakafa abaliyo mu mwatusindikayo ku nsonga enkulu eno ekomyawo kooti y'amagye. Kiba kirungi mwenna bannayuganda mwenna ne mukeera ku Parliament ne musobola okuwuliriza abaka nga bateesa ku lwammwe. Abaka basalewo oba eddembe lyammwe balikwasa Muhoozi ne Museveni oba bagoberera constitution. Kuba buli mbaka wa Parliament kyosooka okukola nga tonayogera kirina kimu Parliament olunaku olusooka kwekwata constitution ya Uganda ogamba nti nze oba kufa ngenda kulwanirira constitution eno n'okulaba ng'ekuumibwa. Buli mbaka kyakwata. Ne NRM yaleeta buli kaceera abamu tebajjukira na kujjukira nti bakwata ne constitution nga bayingira Parliament. Nfo ky'okusoma constitution bagenzi ba Museveni kulya mmere abawe ssente bakomewo bayise etteeka. Ekirungi Museveni nga bonna bagamba alinga mpologoma enjala weemulumira ekimulinaanye kyalya. Mwamulaba n'abe NRM bw'aba basiba tabasaasira. So abe NRM tubajjukiza obuvunaanyizibwa bwina mu constitution obutatunda ggwanga lyaffe. Kisembayo nkikonyeeko ekya tteeka lya kukyusa ssente ebibiina byezifuna okuva mu budget. Museveni agamba nti ekibiina ekitakolagana naye tewali kuddamu kufuna ssente. Ssente ezo zaateebwawo abakola etteeka lya Political Parties and Organizations Act ng'ekigendererwa kwe kuteekateeka ebibiina bino kubanga ekimu ku bye mujjako era ku nkyanga kye kifuga Uganda. Bwe kinaaba tekiteekeddwa bulungi tugenda kubeera mu buvuyo. Eggwanga teriba lyakolerako experiment nga Museveni yakoze for 40 years. Kyekyateesaamu ssente ezo, kati agamba nti atali mukwano gwange tajja zifuna. Era n'eryo etteeka lijja nkya tubayita okujja mubeerewo mu bungi ng'etteeka eryo likubaganyizibwako ebirowoozo.
Omusumba ye n'asaba n'agamba bagawugule gagende wakufungiruma 13
era mbyagalira ddala pulezidenti wange
betwasaba bajje batusabire tebakoze eki tebalabise
tugenda kwekalakasa paka kulira